All right, so I got this 1-inch T coming out of the ground that had a riser and a ball valve on it for my water here at one of my properties. Obviously it snapped off. I use rain or shine. I think now they call it Christie's or whatever. I'm gonna try something because I really don't want to dig all this out. It's in a valve box and there's T's going all good different directions. So I'm gonna try to drill this thing out and see if I can put a new piece of stub up nipple in there. It's a 1-inch. I bought a special bit. It's a 33 millimeter off of Amazon. It fits right in there. If I can get it straight enough, hopefully I won't tear into the sides and I can remove that. I'm also going to heat it up with this little torch and see if that'll help. I'll get back to you. All right, so I used a step bit like that to open that thing up because this is a carbide tip cutter. I think it's a 33 millimeter. The closest thing, yeah, 33 millimeter. Closest thing I could get to 1 inch without being bigger. So it's, I think, a couple thousandths off, maybe 2 or 3. I don't remember the specs. Let me try and see if I can guide it in there without getting it off center. Okay, so this, in case you didn't know, that stepper bit is actually a little bigger than the ID of that 1-inch pipe. OD of the T, the riser sticking up. So you can see the little blue ring around there. Hopefully it's centered. I'm hand drilling this thing, but the goal is to now take the carbide cutter and get it centered in that hole and take that complete piece of 1-inch nipple PVC out of there. All right, so I got it drilled out, it looks like. Get my fingers out of the way. For some reason I can't zoom in with the camera on the phone. So I've been heating it up a little bit with a torch and then just drilling it with the low chuck setting, clutch setting. It looks like I'm gonna pull that piece of the garbage out of there and should be close. Okay, that came out a little bit sloppy. Sorry, the horse was trying to kill me. Came out a little sloppier than I wanted. We're gonna heat that baby up, see if we can't get some of that to melt down and give me a better contact surface. Should have thought about this sooner. Leave the camera running. So instead of heating it up, I just grabbed some primer and I'm just getting it real soft as I can. And then I'm gonna glue this little riser in there. The box sunk over time as the horse and animals and whatnot step on it. It gets wet, you know, settles. It's been in the ground for 14 years, so this is actually not too, kind of impressed it lasts this long, but slamming the lid on it causes to break the fitting, which is this guy right here, and just got too low. I tried to drill that one out already using the wrong size, but we got a little bit of play in here. We're gonna let it sit for a while, but it's down in there, so that's what I want. Now we're just gonna goop the shit out of it with some glue. Yeah, I'm using Christie's Red Hot Blue. We'll see if this will work. This stuff's kind of old. Crap. Didn't realize it was that old. It was good a month ago when I planned on doing this. I'm going to do a 360 on both fittings. Put a bunch on there since this can's just about shot anyways. Yeah, great. Got it into that. Okay. Now we're just gonna twist and put it down in there nice and give it a few twists and see if that'll hold. I'll come back next week. I still got to finish it, but I don't want to glue any more fittings on there until this kind of starts to set up to make sure it actually works. That's a pretty good gap, or clearance is pretty sloppy for standard PVC, but if that glue will melt both pieces back together with that primer, we should be good. We're gonna find out. I'll get back with you. Okay, got it all put together. Just put one of these regular spigots on there. It's not the flow I want, but we got subdivisions going down the road, down the road like crazy, so we don't have any water volume pressure anyways. So I got a lot of glue on it. The glue's pretty old, soon to be dried up and expired, but I've been out here probably 15 minutes going back and forth to the van to get tools, and so far all I used was that carbide cutter, a step bit bigger than the diameter of that, so I can get it centered, because I don't have the pilot bit in there. Obviously there's nothing to drill to. You could probably put something in the hole and use a pilot bit to center it, but yeah, that's it. We're gonna see if that'll work. It's plenty low enough now, so the lid shouldn't be an issue. So we'll find out. Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm back and we've completed that repair, and I've got about 55-60 psi. It works fine. So if you don't feel like digging all that stuff up, get you a bit that's a little bit smaller than the OD of the pipe or the ID of the fitting. Drill it out, put some primer on it. I put lots of primer. It was a little bit loose in there, but it's holding pressure just fine. Lots of glue. I let it set for about 24 hours. And yeah, man, saved me a lot of trouble, because I didn't want to have to get the shovel out and dig all this whole thing up. Peace out.